Have you ever been sitting in an ordinary moment, doing nothing unusual at all, when suddenly a warmth passed through your chest for no reason you could name? Have you ever thought of someone you had not spoken to in months, only to feel your whole body soften, as though a hand had reached across time and touched you gently on the heart? What if that was not coincidence, but contact? What if somewhere, in a quiet room or under a distant sky, someone was holding your name in their mind, weaving your image into their future, and calling you toward them without ever picking up the phone? Today, we are exploring the subtle, undeniable sensations of being manifested, the 5 signs that someone is thinking you into their life, and how to recognize the moment their longing begins to touch your own. Have you ever felt a sudden bloom of heat rise across your skin, as though sunlight had touched you from the inside, even while sitting in a cold and quiet room? This is what we call the phantom warmth, the first sign that another soul is holding your image in their heart and pouring intention toward you like light through a window. It arrives without warning, often in the chest or along the back of the neck, and it does not feel like your own emotion because it is not entirely your own. It is borrowed heat, carried across the invisible distance between 2 minds. When you feel it, do not rush to explain it away. Instead, ask yourself who might be thinking of you in this very moment, wishing you closer, wondering if you feel them too. Have you noticed how certain names begin to repeat themselves around you, appearing in conversations, in songs, in the stray thoughts that drift through your mind just before sleep? This is the name echo, the second sign that someone is weaving you into their vision of the future. When a person manifests you with enough devotion, your name becomes a frequency they hum without realizing it, and that frequency ripples outward until it reaches your own awareness in strange and repeated ways. You might hear it spoken by a stranger or see it written somewhere unexpected, and feel an inexplicable pull in your stomach. This is not superstition. This is resonance, the universe returning to you the vibration that someone else has been sending out on your behalf. Have you ever ached for closeness with no clear reason why? A longing that seemed to rise from nowhere and settle heavily in your chest. This is the mirrored longing, the third sign, and it occurs when someone else's desire for you becomes so concentrated that it begins to reflect back into your own emotional field. You feel their wanting as though it were your own, a quiet gravitational pull drawing your thoughts toward a person or a memory you cannot quite place. It can feel like nostalgia for something that has not yet happened, a homesickness for a future being built without your conscious knowledge. When this longing visits you, pause and notice its texture, for it often carries the emotional signature of someone who is manifesting your presence into their life. Have you ever felt time bend slightly around a certain memory, as though the past and the future touched for one dizzying second? This is the timeline flicker, the fourth sign, and it happens when someone's manifestation of you grows powerful enough to blur the boundary between what has already occurred and what is still forming. You might suddenly remember a conversation with startling clarity, or feel as though you are standing at a crossroads you have stood at before. This sensation is disorienting because it is not linear, it is spiral, and it means someone is actively rewriting a future that includes you, pulling your shared timeline closer with the force of their belief. Have you ever felt, without any words being exchanged, that a door had quietly opened somewhere just for you? This is the silent invitation, the fifth and final sign, and it is the gentlest yet most profound of them all. It arrives as a feeling of being expected, as though your presence is already accounted for in a story you have not yet entered. There is no anxiety in this sensation, only a soft readiness, a sense that space is being held open on your behalf. When you feel this, trust it, for it means someone's manifestation of you has matured into something patient and certain, no longer reaching, but simply waiting. So tell me, have you felt any of these signs stirring quietly within you? The warmth, the echo, the longing, the flicker, the invitation. Perhaps you are being called towards someone right now. Someone whose heart has been shaping a place for you long before you noticed the signs. Manifestation is rarely as loud as we imagine. It is usually a whisper, felt in the body before it is understood by the mind. If this resonated with you, like this video so the algorithm carries it to someone who needs it. Subscribe so you never miss the next truth waiting to be uncovered. And tell me in the comments which sign you have felt the strongest. And remember, just as you began this moment wondering who might be thinking of you, you will end it the same way. Forever wondering, forever sensing, forever connected.